Why do we call the worst kind of people our friends? Why do we keep girls that gossip about us behind our back, that are jealous of our success, and secretly hate us? Why do we keep them close to us? Thinking about this makes me angry, because I realized that my younger self was accepting being treated as trash just to have friends. But you need to realize who you surround yourself with shapes how you think, act, and live. It's not dramatic, it's just a reality. Your friends, family, and who you spend most time with determines your thoughts and impacts your future success. Why? Because we mirror the attitudes and habits and behaviors of those we spend most time with. Our friends influence our thoughts, choices, and even our goals. It's like a feedback loop. The more we connect, the more we adopt each other's traits. So following this logic, we should surround ourselves with people that we want to be like, right? People we look up to because we want to be exactly as confident, disciplined, and happy as them. But most often we don't. And I'm talking out of experience, and I can tell you I've had a lot of catastrophic friendships and friendship breakdowns. We all learn and grow from our mistakes, but sticking to these toxic friends will make you feel miserable. You need to set boundaries with your friends. Many toxic people are drawn to people pleasers. They take advantage of your kindness and won't respect your boundaries. Toxic people will always test out how far they can go. Let me give you an example. So a girl in my big friendship group in high school would always make these small nasty comments hidden in sarcasm. Her jokes would revolve around making fun of other people. Until eventually she told me that I looked like a slut in my school uniform and tried to mask this as a funny comment. However, this is not sarcasm. It's a nasty comment from an insecure person trying to bring you down. And it's on you to get yourself out of that situation and not to talk to this girl again. To prevent this from happening, you need to set boundaries right up from the start. Do not tolerate jokes at your own expense or laugh when somebody makes a joke about you. Because do you not respect yourself enough to allow someone to make jokes like that? This happened to me recently again, where a guy in my university was making fun about me, telling me how stupid I was for buying AirPods Max 3 years after they came out, although the new ones are gonna come out soon. And I laughed with him, which was a major mistake. Weeks later, he started making fun of how I dress, how I'm wasting my parents' money, and how he feels sorry for the guys I'm dating because I'm just a burden. The thing is, you need to pay attention to these little attacks, these little nudges against you. Because if you don't act, tell him like, hey, I'm not stupid, take that back. It will continue. People are constantly testing your boundaries. Because I was not strict enough with my own boundaries, this guy kept making fun of me. People who disrespect you are not your friends. Friends don't make nasty comments about each other to make the other person feel insecure. These people will not stop until you feel exactly as they feel, insecure and miserable. And it's on you to tell them what you're willing to accept and what not. Girl, have some self-respect and cut these people out of your life. Stop engaging with them and set your boundaries with everyone you meet to protect your energy. A friendship is built on mutual respect. This may sound obvious, but a lot of times in toxic friendships, we forget about this. Let me give you another example. So I had another friend I had known for multiple years since year one. She would be kind of nice to me. But she had some people-pleaser tendencies as well, and she would gossip behind my back with the popular girls who did not like me because she wanted to fit in. This in itself already is a reason not to be friends with her. However, I was very young, and we met again after lower school when we were in upper school, so in year 11. And I wanted to give her a second chance because I thought maybe after all these years she had changed. We met up, and I even introduced her to one of my friends. These two girls started hanging out without telling me anything. They would go to dinner, watch movies together, and pretended like I was the new bestie, and they had met years before. Of course, I felt isolated. I felt very, very lonely, and I felt kind of betrayed. So I talked to the one friend I knew for almost 10 years by then and was much closer to, that I felt very left out. And she reacted very weirdly, saying that she doesn't really understand my point because I wasn't being left out, and she will try to change things. Yet a week later, The two girls invited me to dinner, telling me that I was being the problem because I wasn't happy that they were becoming really good friends and that I was just being jealous. This is a classic example of disrespect. Friends validate each other's feelings and they don't make them feel like the problem. You are not the problem because you feel left out. Because with real friends, you should never feel left out. Recognize your own self-worth and cut these people out. People who disrespect you are not your friends and are not meant to be in your life. People who make you feel like you're a burden are not your friends. And I wish I could tell this my younger self, because I was so fixated on making things right that I forgot my own self-worth. Good friends are happy when you succeed. Your friends will never be jealous when you're successful or try to compete with you to be better than you or outshine you. They will support you. They want you to be the best version of yourself, to succeed, to be the happiest you can be. In high school, I had a friend and we both wanted to get into medical school in the UK. And for your personal statement interviews, you want to have amazing leadership positions in school, internships you can talk about, and projects you were helping in. I came up with this idea of organizing a bake sale for Christmas to raise money for a cancer charity. This girl stole my ideas in terms of how to organize everything, marketing the bake sale, specific pastries, so the whole organizational thing that I had thought of, and presented it to other people as her idea, in order to get the leadership and the organizational role when I was not there. When I confronted her about it, she told me she did not steal anything. She just wanted to help me present the ideas, although she pretended that the ideas she was presenting were hers. And this continued with jealousy from her side about UCAT, which is the medicine entrance exam. So UCAT results, exam grades in school, and a leadership role I got as a school representative. You need to be aware of people who are jealous of your achievements. They will present themselves as your friends because they admire you and your success. However, they will not be proud of you, but rather envious because in their mind, they deserve more than you do. Toxic people don't want you to succeed. They want to be you. Be bold and cut people out of your life unapologetically. You know, I was always so insecure to cut people out of my life. Even if they had lied to me, disrespected me, because I did not want to be alone. I did not want to be the person that has no friends. But there's already two major problems. These people are not your friends, and your insecurity of being alone for some time. You're clinging onto an unhealthy relationship because you're too scared to be alone. But being alone is better than any toxic friendship ever will be. We always see being alone as something bad, as if we're a failure if we don't have any friends, but that's not the case. You have enough self-respect to not let any person just use you as their doormat. You have to realize that the right people are meant for you, will always come into your life. You don't know what God has out for you, but you're clinging onto your toxic friend who values you less than the garbage in her room, hoping she will change. This girl, because she's not your friend, will never change. It doesn't mean that she's a bad person, but that you two cannot be friends. There is no possibility where somebody suddenly says, "Oh, sorry for disrespecting you all this time, being mean, and let's be respectful, honest, and real friends now." It does not happen, and it will never happen. And you need to be comfortable with friendships ending. Not everyone is supposed to be in your life forever, and that's okay. After high school, I stopped speaking to older girls because I just realized that I did not match with them anymore. We had different interests, and I just decided that these friendships did not really serve me or help me feel like my best self, and I ended them. Of course, it was sad to remove every friend I had in my hometown, but I just realized and got comfortable with the idea that being alone was better than staying with people who do not have my best intentions at heart and who do not value me as a friend. I have quit friendships with people I've known for over 10 years and for only 4 years. But you need to have enough self-respect to realize that if a friendship is not serving you, you have to end it, no matter how long you've been friends for. Analyze the situation right now. Don't fixate onto the memories that you've created together. Analyze the moment right now. how good of a friend are they? How are they making me feel? Because when you're alone, you get to know yourself. You become your own best friend and you realize that you don't need anyone else. This will make you feel less needy for a friendship, and you'll be the most honest version of yourself, which will allow you to attract exactly the people into your life that you align with. Another thing is, don't strive for huge friendship groups. Prioritize having a small group of close friends. I know it looks so fun to be in such a huge friendship group, but I was in one in high school. I was friends with 8 girls in like a huge friendship group. And you always see it on Instagram and in movies and these huge girl groups, and you really I really wanted to be in one because I thought it was so fun. But let me tell you, from my experience, in these big friendship groups, no one likes one another. It's a whole bunch of insecure girls gossiping about each other. Our big friendship group was separated into smaller friendship groups, like closer groups of 2 to 4 girls. And in the end, it was just a bunch of insecure girls poking fun at each other, just that it's nasty comments about each other and not supportive at all. Eventually, this big group fell apart after 1.5 years because one girl had a crush and was dating the same guy another girl in the group had a crush on for 2 years. And after this, the big group fell apart into two smaller groups, these 2 groups would gossip about each other, looking each other in the eyes, just sitting 2 meters apart. And all of this to tell you that big friendship groups are mostly super toxic. Because to others, we probably seemed like a really good group of friends, like a fun, lively girls group, but it was not that. It was a lot of drama and no real friendship. You need to be much more selective with who you call your friends. Not everyone who is nice to you in school, uni, or at work is your friend. And I never really understood this when my mom told me when I was younger. Because for me, it was somebody being friendly meant he was my friend. But for someone to be your friend, they have to prove themselves. They have to show up for you. They have to give something back to you, be there for you when you need it. Especially going to university showed me this again and showed me that I need to have certain friendship standards, things that I expect from people that want to be friends with me. And final thing, don't be friends with insecure people. Look, I used to be very insecure as well, but I just realized over the years that people who are insecure about themselves are not good friends because they have so many limiting beliefs about themselves and others, they make me feel insecure as well. Like somebody constantly nagging at another person's appearance, their lifestyle, the things they do, is just projecting their own insecurities and limiting beliefs onto others. And I just don't need that in my life. If you're friends with somebody who's highly insecure, you're gonna get insecure as well. Because insecure people will resent you for who you are because they think they can never be as confident, as funny, as open as you are. They will compete with you, try to impersonate you and lie to you to impress you. They are so insecure that they don't realize what they have within themselves is enough. But they will try to bring you down because for them, the only way to rise up is when you're not there, when they have defeated you. When I look back at all my toxic friendships I've had so far, it comes down to one common thing. They were all insecure, admiring my personality, style, character, making me into this godlike figure they wanted to be, and resenting me for that, because they could never be me. You need to realize which people are worthy of your energy, because if you're constantly pouring your energy onto other people, and these people are not your true friends, you're not going to get anything back. You're at a loss. And you'll feel bad about yourself. Friendship is about truly uplifting each other, truly supporting each other. It's supposed to be a positive experience. It's not supposed to be linked to pain, anger, frustration. You won't grow because all of your energy is flowing into a person that treats you like trash.